Good morning, boys and girls. Welcome to week 2 of remote learning. I know that this is definitely not like being in class, but I'm really proud of the work that many of you are doing. It's so exciting to see you being independent with your own learning, and these are the things that we were working on all year. So I had so much confidence in you, and you really have been blowing me out of the water with your work ethic, when you ask questions. So just keep going. Know that eventually, you know, you're supposed to learn the lessons and you're going to do them and you're going to practice them. And it's never going to make up for what we could have ever done in the classroom. But I'm busy trying to create really fun, awesome projects that you could do at home, to show your learning and to really refine your skills. So just give me a little bit more time and really try to get better at doing your assignments on time and turning them in so that they can be graded. Also, you know, messaging me is always available on Google Hangouts. And if you have already signed on online, then you might have seen that we're going to have specific conference dates. So I'm going to touch base on a few things in this video. First thing is our weekly schedule, which I promise I will always go over. So I added this extra section here, which is the do now. The do nows change. Sometimes you'll have a do now, sometimes you will not. But you always need to make sure to look for it and to make sure that you've completed it and turned it in. In the do now section, there might also be material for that week, like the weekly schedule. So please make sure that you always look at the material there as well. For math, we're just going to continue through topic 14. Topic 14 is not too challenging. It's telling time, which is something that you can really practice right now because we have a lot of time to do really whatever we want in addition to our schoolwork. So practice telling time. Ask your parents if they have an analog watch. Practice telling time on an analog watch. And really take your time with the math assignments. I am seeing that some of you might get frustrated, the system is slow, and you go and you turn it in, and it's not your best work. So I much rather you start it, in the morning, and if you realize it's stalling or delayed or lagging, put it on hold, go do something else, and then go back to it. You can always watch the videos again. Most of you have your workbooks at home, which also has the lessons. So I'm looking to see, are you problem solving when it comes to being alone and learning this curriculum? And I'm going to be making some math lessons for the class, but I think that you guys could all very much handle the telling time and measuring unit. When we go to other units, I'm going to be making more videos, and I am going to make some videos about fractions because there's some things that we still need to go over. Don't forget that you also have a freckle assignment Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, and Thursday. The freckle assignments are 10 questions each, so they shouldn't take you too much time, but you really should be doing your very best. I can see your scores. I really want you to take your time. On to reading. So there is a little bit of a switch in the way that the schedule is laid out. In regards to reading is not going to be a lesson when it comes to the schedule. You're going to have an assignment and a homework. Your assignment is on freckle, and it's one assignment on freckle. And if you complete it on Monday, then you don't have to worry about it for the rest of the week. But it is due on Friday, and then it's every day you read for 60 minutes and do the digital reading log. Now, what I recommend is if you go on RazKids, that's a great outlet to read, to listen to the books if they have them with the audio, and to answer some questions, all of which will make you a better reader. And then the last part is ELA. So the reason that reading has been switched up and there's no reading lesson is because our reading and writing unit is going to be reading fairy tales and writing fairy tales. And that's a lot of deep work. And so instead of making two separate lessons, they'll be together in one lesson, and then you'll have the activity. And then every other day, it might just be writing. So you have a lesson on Monday, you have an activity, and then on Tuesday, you're not going to have a lesson, although you can always go through the lesson again. But you're also going to just continue to do some writing. So I hope that this week's not as overwhelming as last week. But I'm also looking to see that we have better work, stronger work, work that you would be proud to show to Miss Hanai and your partners. The other thing that I wanted to go over is that we have video conferences and they're scheduled Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday. So please make sure that you find yourself on the list. If you're not on the list, I might have made a mistake, but I'm pretty sure at this point it's accurate. And then I will be sending out a Google Meet link on Google Classroom, and that's how you're going to come into the Google Meet. And only the people for that day will log in. This way it's a little bit more intimate, it's smaller, we can have deeper conversations. This is kind of the schedule I have for our morning meetings, and it might switch up, it might change. We'll definitely talk about it when we have our conference this week. And then please make sure that you also look at the video chat expectations, making sure you mute your microphone when you join the class, only use the chat box if you have a question, not to have conversations with your classmate, check your surroundings, make sure we can see you. Using headphones is really helpful because if there's background noise, it's easier to hear you. And then being focused on the conversation, being an active participant, and always, if you have something to say, to type in the text box. Any other things that come up or any questions you have, please message me. I'm always available. And if I don't respond right away, just be a little patient, but I really do check it very, very often. And I want to just see your best effort and your best work. So I miss you guys a lot. I hope that we're going to have some awesome video chat conversations this week. And looking forward to hearing from you. But for now, goodbye.